what's up? Neal Walter here from the Guitar Guitar Chicks channel. Also known as the Guitar Tricks channel. Free lesson coming your way. This is one free lesson. You could get 2 free lessons by going to guitartricks.com/channel with only 1 CH, not 3. Signing up for a newsletter, and I'll send you 2. Woohoo! On to our lesson of the week. It's a super awesome major and minor blues lick. Key of E, major and minor. And I'll be showing you that. First off, tip of the week, how to get more ambidexterity in your fingers. If you do finger picking or hybrid picking, the natural inclination for the hand is to want, if you tap your fingers, is to go like that. A good exercise, because when you're picking, a lot of times it wants to go the opposite way, like that. So a good exercise if you're sitting or if you're anywhere is instead of going pinky first, go index finger first. And you'll find at first it's really hard to do. But with time, with practice, it becomes a lot easier. And then you can go like this and impress all your friends. Also, you can do this with your left hand. It's a really good exercise to get your fingers moving in both directions easily because it doesn't come naturally. On our lesson of the week, it's mixing major and minor blues. I'm going to show you this little lead trick right here. Playing in generally the E minor. It goes like this. 1. Which is really cool. If you think about the minor pentatonic, it's kind of where I'm starting the pattern from. But I'm throwing in these cool little major sounding notes, like for instance here and here. Because there's an E being played underneath this lead, I can substitute notes that are chord tones. This one comes out of the E major scale. And so what I'm doing is basically starting with these 3 notes and then dropping back here to the 12th fret. And then I'm going down a note on the scale, and then up a note, and then down the next note, and back up one, and then I'm landing on the tonic. So slowly it's... Now what I'm doing is I'm substituting a couple notes to make it sound more flavorful. One of them is a C sharp. So what I'm doing differently from that, I'm substituting over the E chord is this. Right? And then continuing the pattern. Instead of going to the 14th fret, I'm going to the major third of the E chord. Right? So that's over the E chord. And when I go to the A, it's just a slight difference. This one isn't going to sound good because it's an A flat, so I just stick with the original pattern here, but I still keep that little major sounding note here. So 1. So when it goes to the B chord, the 5, I'm just doing this little riff right here. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and that's the B note, so it sounds good over the 5 and the minor third of the B chord, which even though there's major going on in the rhythm, it sounds really cool. So that's the whole thing. Let's play it to the backing track and hear how it sounds. So here's the bonus licks that I played during the jam along. And on the A chord, conceptually, if you're on an A, you can usually mess around with this note pattern in a blues progression. You can use those notes to go between notes or as passing tones. So I'm using those notes when it's on the A chord, and then on the E, on the turnaround, I'm using the same pattern. So here's the E. Not that rhythm, but that pattern. So for instance, when the chord changed to the A and I did the little lick, I won't use that pattern there because I recognize the A pattern, you know, with these notes. So that works really well. And then at the turnaround, when it goes back to the E, and I know it's gonna hit the B for a couple bars, then I do this. See, I'll come out of the 1 and 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a 1. So slowly that's 1, 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a 1. Add a little vibrato, and it sounds like Hendrix. And that's the end of our lesson for today. Thanks for tuning on in to me channel of the tricks of the guitar. And we'll see you here in a week. Head on over to the forum at Guitar Tricks. I've got my own forum thread that says Ask Neal Walter. And you can ask me a question, and I check it every day and answer everybody. Because I want to know what you want to know. So come on over. Won't you let me know? Later.